Welcome, it's a new week, if you're watching this day of release. Today we have our doubleheader against FC Utrecht. We, maybe not surprisingly, are the favourites for the UEFA Europa League. So why not let's see what we can do in that competition. I think this week, that's what we might focus on, as long as we're still in it. This is Gravage Gamer, my name is Duncan, welcome back to the Journeyman. And welcome in, everyone. So last time we were here, we did the North London derby. Then we beat Everton. We played one game since, and it was Manchester City. And we surprisingly got a win at the Etihad. Neil McClelland opened the scoring for Manchester City with an own goal on 8 minutes. Warren Jones then got the equaliser on 16. And then Neil McClelland on the 89th minute nicked a winner for us, and that was a big 3 points. What it does is puts us 3 points behind Manchester City. Now, Manchester United have 2 games in hand, Newcastle have a game in hand, so do Everton. But right now, this is one. So if they win, they will go top on 70 if they win their 2 games in hand. Who the hell knows if they will or not? I'm not really want to take many bets on it, but let's just see how we get on. Something I've just noticed actually is Jose Pinheiro is the third in terms of the top 3 goalkeepers for clean sheets this season. He's got 12. It generally doesn't feel like we've had that many clean sheets in the league, does it? Maybe that's just me. But yeah, so that's where we are in the league. We have drawn FC Utrecht. They are obviously Dutch, if you don't know. The holders of this competition are Brentford, and the final is taking place, which I believe De Kuip is Feyenoord Stadium? It's in Rotterdam. Yeah, it's Feyenoord. So that's where we're going for it. In terms of the other legs, it's 2-2 between AC Milan and FC Midtjylland. Really, that's a good result for Midtjylland at home. What about them going away? Partizan Belgrade lost 3-2 to Espanyol. Atalanta drew 1-1 with Leipzig, and Ajax beat Sporting Lisbon 2-1. Today's fixtures: Shakhtar take on Celtic. The Romanian side, which Universitatea Craiova. The Romanian team are taking on Everton. We have FC Utrecht, and Sparta Prague take on Freiburg. And our lineup for today's game looks like this. In goals will be Tommy. I'm going to put him in. He's our cup goalkeeper, and I think he'll be fine. Weirdly, and I'll explain it in a minute, Parkin, the youth right back that I gave debut to, was recommended to play. So I've actually promoted him to the first team because, truthfully, we need another right back between now and the end of the season. We can't just play McClelland. So the 17-year-old Tyrick Parkin is going to be our backup right back between now and the end of the season. His stats are okay. He's not the fastest, but he's good acceleration, decent enough stamina, okay crossing, okay technique. Defensively has everything to work on. But yeah, decent enough player. But anyway, in goals, Tommy. Back four, McClelland, Laskowski, Estrada and Van Dessel. Our 2 DMs are Guilherme and Malkov as per usual. Lesueur, Escalante and Derry make our attacking mids, with Jones up top. We have picked up another injury for Villegas. He's out for, I think it's just 2 to 3 weeks. So Escalante is going to move up one. Does leave us a little bit short there, but if we need to move things about, we will move things about. Surprisingly, which is just noticed, Jordan Derry has 11 goals this season. And in 36 appearances, he's got 11 goals and 7 assists. That's actually not as bad as I felt he was doing, which is interesting. I felt like his contribution was a lot worse. I think my optics of how bad he plays at times is kind of throwing me. He's a useful player. He's actually given us more, I think, than Martinelli gave us last season, which is interesting. It's just something I didn't really notice. Yeah. Anyway, that's our team for today. Everyone who is fit is on the bench. Marin is still recovering from his injury. He won't be back in full training for another 5 to 11 days. So I will play this game on video. I'll then go away and play Liverpool, come back, show you the result, and then we'll go straight into the second game against FC Utrecht. I have been kind of thinking over the weekend, because, that is the weekend for me just now, that this has got to be one of the least successful in terms of trophies Journeyman that I've seen. Like, anyone I've watched on YouTube who does a similar thing, they're all really successful at their clubs generally, but we've hardly won a damn thing. But every time we've moved club, we've moved up a level every time. Even the job from the Wales Treflin to Bala, that was still a step up. It wasn't a massive step up. Well, it was for where we were, but yeah, we've stepped up club each time, but we're just not picking up trophies. But again, every team we've went to, we've had to near enough rebuild, so there is that, I guess. We've either kept a team that's struggling or a team that's reached the end of a cycle. Weird. It's how we've weirdly done it. But yeah, I don't care about this interview. So we are away from home against Utrecht. Let's see if we can hopefully get the result we are looking for. We are the team in that horrific yellow kit. They are the team in the Utrecht traditional red and white. Can we get an early couple of goals? That would be a bonus. Get the game out of sight kind of early, and I'm going to have to start kind of managing how we play in game a bit better. And I don't mean change formation things. I mean that if we're up say 3-4 goals, or not even that, maybe we're up 2 goals and get to maybe the last 20 minutes, start taking that intensity down, try and keep the players a bit fresher and reduce the injuries we're having. Because right now we just seem to be going from one injury to another, and it's always in one area at a time. We never get it over the squad. It's just one position, which is hurting us. But by the way, we're 1-0 up. Lesueur header, back post, nice and easy. 1 minute 12 out of a game. Love it. It's a good ball again. Lesueur cuts it back for Jones, takes a touch away from goal. Galami plays it Malkov, first time shot goes well wide. But we've got the early goal exactly like we wanted. We've had a look as well around, as you've seen, because we've already offered and signed a player on a pre-contract. But we have looked around the top 5 leagues in Europe for guys who are coming out of contract. See if there's anyone useful we could pick up on a free. We've got one player out of that, which I'm okay with. He'll come in, back up defensive mid like we've seen, and he'll replace Conor Gallagher. I don't think I'm going to renew his contract. If I did, it had to be in vastly reduced wages, which, the way everything's going for me with older players, that probably won't happen. I think I mentioned the fact that Saka wants 825 grand a week. I've said no. I still haven't checked if he's signed for Real Madrid. Real Madrid did offer him a contract. I don't know if he's agreed it or not. Could be waiting on a work permit. Now I think about it, I don't know. We'll need to wait and see, but I'm a little bit upset to lose Saka, but not majorly, truth be told. I think for the wages he wants, and the fact that Lesueur's kind of made that position his own, I'm not too bothered. We'll just need what it does mean is we need to still bring in another player, but it's going to be a striker. Somebody else to work with Jones, and if Maldonado's still here, Maldonado. But then I've got 2 youth players. I think Chang Hyuk will probably come in as a good squad option next year. His loan spell's really been effective for him. He's developed a little bit, but probably enough that he's probably maybe championship level. And I don't mind having a championship level striker if he's youth player coming in and making 15 to 20 appearances a season in all competitions, early round cup games, some European games, and maybe even lower teams in the league. That's a good ball for Jones. Takes a chest, and what a finish. Probably offside. That's a great goal for his 21st goal of the season. Let's look at this again. Warren Jones showing exactly why I paid the big bucks for him. Derry gets it Lesueur. First time ball over the top. Takes it on his shoulder, I think. Fools the goalkeeper and hits it with his left foot. Great finish. We are 2-0 up, half an hour in. Escalante, however, is having quite a bad game. So come the summer, Van Dessel wants to move on. We'll move him on. I'm going to move on Aguirre, I think. Much as I love him, he doesn't fit with us now in the system that we play. So I think it's best to move him on. Moving on Aguirre will kind of free up a slot in terms of in the squad, which will maybe let me bring in a utility player of some form that can maybe play a bunch of positions. We'll kind of look at that. Or a third choice winger that can play either side, which just constantly gives us that kind of spare man. But we'll need to look and see. That slot could also maybe go to a youth player. There's a few guys out on loan who I want to see in the summer when they get back. We've got a couple of guys at MK Dons who've been playing pretty well this season. One of them mostly out of position, no matter how many times I fucking talk to the manager. But at the same time, he's having a very successful loan spell. He's playing really well. I kind of want him to just keep playing and developing. So I wasn't really going to take him back from MK Dons to try and find another team. We have the exciting Warren Jones again. I love that big guy. The young English striker that we kept and we sold the other one. He's had an okay-ish spell at Middlesbrough, but he was, I think, 2 leagues above what was recommended. But Middlesbrough wanted him to play first-team football, and to be fair to them, he has, and he has scored a few goals and things. So I'm interested to see how he's developed. And then we've got Chang Hyuk, who we signed, who I am very interested in looking at. Plus, we've got that 18-year-old coming in this summer as well. So we do have like a lot of youth attacking players kind of to look at come this summer, and then make decisions on if we're going to put them out on loan. In some cases, maybe even sell if players aren't, maybe just don't have the required potential, but we can make a few million on. But yeah, the only players who I'm going to actively try and push out the door is Van Dessel because he wants away, and Aguirre because he wants away. So, although does Aguirre want away? I can't exactly initially remember now why Aguirre's wanted on the transfer list. It wasn't as if we had a fallout, so I can't exactly remember. I think we rejected a bid from a club, and that's how his kicked off, which is fine with me. In fact, that's exactly what it was. They put in a bid, but it was shit, so I rejected it. Yeah, fun times. The summer is always in my head. Like the next transfer window is always in my brain, because I'm always just wanting to improve. It's good to see Escalante's playing a lot better this half. But Lesueur I'm looking at, a little bit tired. I kind of need to get Williams back playing again. He's somebody who's just stalled development-wise. I'm not sure. I have been playing him, for a while I was playing him this season. But again, he wasn't really performing, so I stopped. He's still a decent enough option, but he is essentially a fringe player. I want to just check something. Oh no, he is expected to be a fringe player. He's on a high wage as a fringe player. But he's not great. He's not great. Malkov's looking a bit tired, and this is where my issues start kicking in. So we'll bring on Saka. We'll play Saka. No, we won't play Saka as a number 10. I guess we're playing Conor Gallagher as a number 10. No, we'll keep Escalante where it is. We'll play Gallagher as a deep line playmaker. Anyone else looking shattered? Guilherme is a little, but that leaves us with the same issue. I think Guilherme's going to have to suck it up, Buttercup. I'm going to bring on Badgie for Laskowski, just give him some minutes, and Arntz, who's been injured for quite a while, actually. He's hardly got to play much this season. He's only made 10 appearances for us. But that injury, how long was he out with that? 2 months. He was out for 2 months with that torn abdominal muscle that happened in January. He was out for 10 days in December. He missed a few games. He's picked up quite a few knocks, actually, since we fucking signed him. Now that I look at it. He's not always been fit, but he is a decent enough prospect. So we want to give him some minutes. And again, we are now comfortable. We were 3-0 up. Them scoring a goal or even two shouldn't really put the whole tie in doubt. Tommy's had a good game again. If I just put faith in him, I wouldn't have signed Brits. But there you go. Thought I made the right decision there. And I didn't. I actually didn't. Decent enough save. There is somebody I want to give minutes to. I just dawned on me. I've got that young right back. Parking, come on. Let's rest McClellan. You can be a win back on defend. Even though your defending is shit. Let's put that back to support now I think about it. There we go. Give Tyrick Parkin a little run out. That was an awful clearance. But Van Dessel picks that up quite nicely. That lad they've got in the right wing has been injured all game and they've kept him on. I wonder if they've got no other options. And a defensive error from my 3 subbed on defenders. Oh, one of Badgie or Parkin has to be picking that up and they don't. It's got to be Parkin, I think, there. No. It was a complete miscommunication. They all backed up on when there was the 3 guys there and they didn't. Again, I'm not worried about the goal. I'm not even annoyed by it, to be fair. I think we've still got enough bouts to see out the rest of the game. Derry. Cuts it back for Escalante, who just skies it. That's a good ball over the top. Jones misses it. Fucking hell, Escalante, man. You've got like 15 finishing. Hit the thing on the fucking target. Oh, these defenders are kind of giving me the fear. Badgie. Plays a kind of bad ball to Williams. Got to pass it to somebody. It's as if, I think Utrecht are actually giving him the ball because they know shit on it. Good header down though from Jones to Williams. Escalante's got it now. Go yourself. Oh, Escalante, you're hurting me inside. You're actually hurting my soul a little. Yeah. Khalifa Kane. 10 minutes left. Still comfortably, I'd say, in control of the game. They are just getting more chances now, as you can expect now. Well, Badgie is kind of an experienced centre-half at 25. He's played a fair few games, just at a lot of different clubs. Arts isn't that experienced in Park and definitely isn't experienced. We gave him his debut. He's only played a handful of games now. Maybe even like 3, 4? This might be his 4th appearance or 3rd appearance. Pardon me, at any club, not just ours. Oh, that's a good ball from Derry. Escalante doing well. Gets it to Derry. Can he get across to Jones? He does. Warren Jones with a hat-trick today. 23rd goal of the season. Puts the game and probably the tie well beyond doubt. As the next leg is at home, and you've got to think we will improve on our result when we get there. And that's the end of the game. FC Utrecht 1. Arsenal 4. And we take the advantage back to the Emirates. I will go in it. I will play the game against Liverpool. And we'll be back for the second leg against FC Utrecht. And we are back. I'll show you the Liverpool game in a minute. I just want to show you today's lineup because we're on this page already. And goals are going to bring Tommy back in. Parkin is going to start the game because I want to just rest McClelland. Laskowski and Van Langen will start with Aina at left back. Defensive mids will be Guilherme and Malkov, Lesueur, Escalante, and we're going to start Servin on the left hand side. He's only scored 2 goals this season, which isn't great. And he only has 8 assists, so he's got 10 goal contributions in 27 games. So we're talking about goal and assist every 3 games. That's not great. It's not great. Beating XG on goals, underperforming on goals, overperforming in assists, but whatever. He's starting today, I'm giving him a chance, and Jones will start up front. Every fit player is on the bench. Last game, we played Liverpool, and it may say 3-2, but it was a hell of a lot more comfortable than that. We took the lead on 22 minutes with Escalante after me slaughtering him the previous game. Lesueur made it 2. Candido serving with a fantastic finish, made it 3. We then made changes in the back line. McClelland came off, Laskowski came off, Estrada came off. We gave minutes to... who did I give minutes to now, I think about it? Van Langen, Arntz, oh fuck, and someone else. We made changes, and then when they came back in, they get 2 goals. But I was never really worried. Well, slightly worried when that second goal went in on 92 minutes. But again, it is what it is. Let's go into this game and see if we can have another comfortable, you'd expect, result against FC Utrecht. And we'll find out who... Will we find out who we get in the next round? Or has that job been done yet? I don't know. No, it's not been done yet. It happens after these games. So we are the home side. We should be able to take this advantage. You've got to think, like, really in our favour. We're the team in red and white this time. They're the team in black. Parker wins the ball and then loses it immediately. As things currently stand in terms of the league, it actually looks like it's Manchester United's to throw away. They've got the 2 games in hand still, and if they win them both, they go top of the table. Last I checked, we are on equal points with Manchester City, but they now have a game in hand as well. So as much as we are in the race for the title, we're third favourites for it at the moment, I'd say. So it's one I'll definitely keep an eye on. Well, of course keep an eye on. That's a ridiculous thing to say. What I mean is, if it starts looking like it's a good possibility, then we'll probably start showing maybe more of the league games instead of Europe. But I think this is still our best chance of a trophy this season now, since we messed up in the domestic cups earlier in the season. Still can't believe we get put out by Salford. Anyway, Lesueur with the corner. Things they say that Utrecht are playing a lot better this game than they have previously. Somebody's given them an option. That was an awful bit of play from us. Just so static. I'm hoping they've not got it in their heads that the game's kind of good as done and they just need to turn up today. Because they don't. You still need to put in a performance. You still need to play well. Servan's having a poor game. Lesueur's having a poor game. Servan's a player I need to decide if I want to cash in on or not. I think on paper he's good enough to be a part of the squad, but when he's not contributing numbers, that becomes an issue for me. Yeah. And he's had runs in the team. Like, it's not as if he's only coming off the bench. He has had runs in the team. So, yeah. Lesueur's had an... Our wingers are having an awful game. I wonder how well their fullbacks are playing. Are they playing a back 4 or a back 5, actually? That's a good bit of play, though. Escalante gets tackled. He's got to pull the trigger earlier than that. Guilherme just makes sure that goes in. Right off the goalkeeper. Second goal of the season for Guilherme. We finally take the lead on 40 minutes. Escalante has to pull the trigger a bit sooner there. Right, they've got the corner. Can we keep it? Oh, that is just a defensive fuck up. We managed to keep it off the line. Just ricochets about and Odo scores the equaliser for Utrecht. Let's see what happens here. The header comes down. Between Lesueur and the post, I don't know how much Odo even knows about the rebound, but it just bounces off him and goes back in. That is a bit of a gutter. But we take a level. I'm far from pleased. I'm actually going to bring off Servan. He's just not impressing me today. Nope. I'm going to bring on Derry. I'm going to leave Aina on. He has a tendency to perform better. Second half. If we sell Van Desso and if our left back who's out on loan doesn't get sold because there's an optional future fee, which I didn't realise when I agreed the loan, if he stays with the club, I don't think I'll sign another left back. I think I'll be comfortable enough with Aina, the lad who's out on loan, and McClelland all vying for that spot. So that'd be another player we could sell and increase our transfer funds. And yet weaken the squad, but we have enough cover there. Why is Laskowski taking my fucking penalty? Don't care, he buried it. But we have enough. We have adequate cover there. Maybe not the same level as Van Desso and Aina, but should be good enough, and it might let us strengthen other areas of the park. If there's no other areas in the team I feel like we can strengthen or there's available to strengthen, and there's a left back who absolutely could, then yeah, most likely then consider that left back over the others, but as things stand, I'm not too fussed. Saka is joining Real Madrid. He's joining them on a free transfer. Whatever. I'm not bothered by that. Genuinely not fussed. Lesueur has made that right wing position his own, so I'm more than happy with keeping him. The question becomes if we keep Williams or if we bring in another option there, which the money from Van Dessel could fund a quality option. Then I've got Williams as the backup for all the 4 positions of attacking mid and striker. That might make things a little bit more comfortable. So it's one I'll probably keep a relative eye on. I'm going to bring on Van Dessel now for Aina. I'm also going to take off Laskowski for Estrada. Switch them 2 around. Just because they're looking a little bit tired. Because that's something I'm just keeping a big eye on at the moment. Villegas is still injured, but he's took part in light training now. Same with Marin. Although Marin's been called up for the Spain squad, so he must be heading into an international break, which baffles me. The guy's not fit, and yet he's about to go on international duty. Mental, but who am I to stop him? Kind of tempted if we can actually cash in on Marin in the summer. If he's this injury prone, he's not any use to me. But we'll see. We will see. The summer is away yet. But saying that though, I do need to start thinking about these decisions earlier. That striker's probably should have done a lot better there. That was poor defending from us. Just caught out completely. Happy with Park and getting a 6.7. He's doing fine. Going to demand more from the players though, because some of them starting to get a bit complacent. Which I'm not overtly a fan of. Jones was miles offside and puts it wide. There we go. Get some. Right, Malkov needs to come off. He's absolutely fucked. So, well... Oh, one of you two needs to come off. Gabriel Williams again is at number 10. Play him as a shadow striker, like I did in the last game against Liverpool, I think. I don't think I did it against Utrecht. I think I did it against Liverpool. Just another attacking-ish option. Hoping he can maybe finish a chance if it falls to him. It's a good ball for Lesueur, who just hits it off Odo. We'll have to rest players after this game again. Some of them look absolutely shot to bits. That's the kind of issue we've done when we had this kind of big-ish rebuild in the summers. We didn't get the full squad that we needed rebuilt, but we knew it would take more than just one summer. More than one window as well, actually, let's be honest. It's going to take 3 or 4. Going into window 3, we can probably do another big bulk of what we need done. But, like everything else... Just waiting for this game now to end. Comfortable 6-2 in aggregate. Weirdly not as comfortable this game as we were the first leg, but I think that's down to Utrecht more than us. Great save by Tommy. I had to look. We have a goalkeeper who's out on loan currently at Borussia Dortmund. He wasn't really good enough for us to be a first choice. He's came on leaps and bounds since he's been playing week in, week out at Dortmund. He's arguably the best goalkeeper we might have at the club. So we're going into next summer just now with Tommy, Pinheiro, who we spent a lot of money on, and 23-year-old Daniel Norris. If there's interest in Pinheiro, which there isn't at the moment, I'm not even guessing there will be, but if there is, that may be a good option just to go, okay, take him, we'll use this dude. You blown them away, whatever. So yeah, again, it's another potential headache for the summer. It's not one that I'm overtly worried about. We've reached the round of 16. We've got £1 million. Praise his performance. I'll very quickly do this press conference. Blah, 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 blah. Who made it through then? Milan, Ajax, Atalanta, Celtic, Everton, Midtjylland, Partizan, Leipzig, Espanyol, Freiburg, Shakhtar and Sporting. I have a feeling we're going to get Everton. Have it in my bones. I think the draw's tomorrow and our next game isn't for 17 days. So I'm just going to keep hitting continue. Yeah, semi-final draws today. So yeah, the quarter-final and semi-final draw will take place at once. So we'll know our path, I suppose. We'll know where we're going and who with. See, I just feel it in my bones that we've got Everton. But I'd like the draw to take place sooner rather than later. Oh, Chang Hill's been called up for South Korea. Awesome. So let's look at the draw. AC Milan. Espanyol. Okay. Leipzig. Sporting. Celtic. Everton. So we've got Freiburg. Okay, and we've been drawn at home. So we're going to be at home first against Freiburg. That's fine. So that moves the Villa game and the Wolves game. So it'll be Watford, Freiburg, Villa, Freiburg. Okay. Let's then look at who we would get if we made it through to the semi-finals. AC Milan or Espanyol will take on Leipzig or Sporting, which means we are getting Everton or Celtic. Okay. Then it's quite settled. I'm going to go away, get through this international break. I will play the game against Watford. We will come back for Freiburg. I'll play Villa. Then we'll do Freiburg as the second game on the next episode. We're still the favourites for this title, even if I'm not fully on board on this title. For this European trophy, even if I'm not fully on board with it. In terms of the league, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 7 games left. I thought we had more. We are in March. I think we can click. Yeah, this could be an interesting end to the season. Like I said, Man City have a game in hand over us. We don't equal points, but goal difference, they have shot us to bits. Manchester United have 2 games in hand on us. They win them both, they go top of the league. And again, goal difference, they are so far ahead of us. If we start slipping in the league, Everton could quite easily catch us. But right now, it's a 3-way race for the title. And realistically, we're not even pole position. We're third, comfortably favourites for this league. And we were second favourites. It's interesting. If you liked today's video, please leave a thumbs up. It greatly helps out the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Till then, take care.